Talking Luca, Kyrie, we talking Katie Book. What's up? Welcome to another edition of Player versus Team.
Because they're second game together. Them niggas was playing hot potato. They was playing hot potato.
Hello again. We here with Swag in the building.
What's
hey,
good?
Swag. So
What's
welcome
good?
to once again another edition of Player versus What Team, the show where we don't just expose bias, but we encourage that. So we had a few things on the docket. I don't want to get too spicy too yet, but you know what? I'm gonna go off with the Giannis thing because I think that's a little bit interesting. I don't know if you what you thoughts are on it, but I was thinking, Giannis been going really hard. He been talking a lot and getting kind of out of pocket with calling players out and talking smack. So I want to know what Swag in the building thought of how he's coming aggressive and with a lot of bravado. What you think on that?
So first of all, he is getting a little too cocky. I ain't gonna hold you. I love Giannis, but ever since he won that championship, he's starting to get cocky.
Exactly, and then he done called out KD. Hasn't he called out? He said something about Pierce, right?
He called out Jokic.
He called out Yeah, he did. He called out
Yeah.
Jokic. He called out KD. I do think he said something on Paul Pierce too, though.
I don't know
Did he say
because
something on Paul Pierce? I think he did.
I don't remember.
I don't recall if he did, but the way man's been talking, he's been feeling himself to the fullest, going off on like things. And do you think that he has built enough basketball cred and accolades to be talking this spicy?
Not really, because one, he wants some competition. So I'm not mad about that, but at the same time, like, yeah, chill out a little bit, because let's not forget, when he faced KD and the Brooklyn Nets, I ain't gonna hold you. If Kyrie and James Harden would never got hurt, yeah, you would have never won that championship. So I see why Giannis is talking like that.
Yeah, that's very true. It's also funny though because it's like a duality. Because during All-Star break, he was giving everybody their flowers. You saw how he was basically giving his flowers to the Wade. He was giving it to LeBron, all type of stuff like that. It's just giving people they do. So it's weird that he coming out of pocket on all these players. I guess he think he better than and superior than. He talking reckless on them. So I just think that's interesting. He went to give everybody else their flowers, but he dare wouldn't say it to LeBron. What do you think he would come at LeBron like that?
Nah.
Yeah. I don't think he would come at Curry like that. To be honest, I don't like Draymond. He should have came at Draymond like that. He should have come at Draymond like that. He should come at Paul George like that. You don't like KG, so I know you was loving it. You was probably happy when he did that. You was loving the whole situation. You was just like, that's what I'm talking about. Disrespect KD, which is rude, but it was cool. By the way, anybody in the chat, I don't know if y'all want to pay attention. You see Swag changed his name, which is real petty, to Easy Swag Reaper because he hate KD, but he wanted to emulate the name real quick.
It's it's a W name until the playoffs. If he comes back, I pray for that man, but still hate you at the same time.
The hate, but it's cool though because we expose the bias here, and by doing that at Player versus Team, we also want to get into what I think is going to be something real different. So I wanted to pose a question, and hopefully Swag saw it because I sent you the doc. But I wanted to ask everyone, which team do you think could survive, or make the playoffs at least without their star? We got Golden State without Curry, Lakers without Bron, Clippers without KD. That's iffy because he's injured now, but so we don't know. And I would say the Grizzlies without Ja. What y'all think on this? It's spicy. It's interesting. What's up?
Okay. Holy. I'm gonna have to go with the Warriors on this one
You think?
because
Okay.
yeah, because
They
one,
do. They do got pool. You right?
they got Clay Thompson. He already played better than last season. He's starting to pick it up a little bit. You, st-
Mm.
you still got Kevin Looney. You got Kaminga over there showing out.
You got GP2, and that's the defense. Because when they didn't have him, it was looking janky. But they
uh,
got him now.
and they still got
Hey, Michael, thanks for joining. But go ahead.
and they still got Andrew Wiggins. I mean, that's still a powerhouse right there.
They do. They do. They do. Yes, Grizzlies with Ja. We're gonna get into that because that technically that was my pick as well. That's my pick as well. But yeah. I said LeBron with the Lakers. I actually think this could happen. They could make the first round without LeBron. I honestly believe so.
Mm.
In fact, the one team I didn't, you know what, the one team I didn't include in this, and I should have because they're better without. When this trade happened, they are way better. Can you guess?
At the
East
top of
Coast, East Coast,
at the top of my head, you got to say it.
Nets.
The Brooklyn Nets.
When Kyrie and KD left, that team looked
Yeah.
different. So, granted, we don't know what their star is. Okay, if you said you a hater, but if we said Ben Simmons was injured, they would still make the playoffs. Let's be honest, they would still make the playoffs. Yeah, Nets. Thank you, Michael. They would still make the playoffs without Ben Simmons. Let's be real. So what y'all think? In fact, let's go for further. What about the Suns? I'm sorry. Why did I say Clippers with KD? I apologize. That was my whole bad.
You meant to say the Suns. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm sorry. The Suns without KD, we know they're still gonna make it because they made it before. Well, hopefully. I'm gonna say hope. I'm gonna say hopefully. If you let me say this. If you took Tatum out, do you think the Celtics would still make the playoffs?
Oh, definitely.
See, so we have a lot of teams, to be honest, that have the capacity without their star player to still make the playoffs. So that's a good look, though. And I think that's what kind of speaks to how the NBA is improving. The NBA is improving a lot because before, if you don't have your star, you just down bad. And we ain't got that situation right here, so we good. Celtics, of course, Celtics would make it. And they be sleeping like I'm gonna put on the docket. Micah, man, you need to bring your ass up in here because I really want to ask, and I asked this before, but Brown does not get enough respect, and I want to know why doesn't the media highlight Brown as much as the other Robin characters, the other second score characters? Like Clay be getting, now he scores good, all these other players be getting they do, but Brown does not. Why do you think that is?
Because they mainly just focus about Jason Tatum most of the time.
Exactly, but
when it comes to the big moment,
I know, but why do you think that is though? Because even with I can name every other team where even when you used to have McCollum and Dame, McCollum still got highlighted. Like, so it's a question why like they don't give the same publicity to Brown. You know what I'm saying? It's weird for me.
It is.
And I look at Brown as like a McCollum. So that's just my opinion. But moving right along, we're gonna get into it real quick. I want to know who you got because I'm biased. You already know what I'm gonna come with. Who do you got in the Dylan Draymond beef altercation?
With the Draymond and Devin Books?
No, not Devin Books. What's his name from the Grizzlies? I'm sorry, he began in fight.
John Moran.
Dylan Brooks.
Yeah.
Oh, that's just something. Yes, him. Who you got on that?
I got Draymond on that. Easily.
Micah, what's
Yes,
up?
here I am.
Thanks you for joining, Mike. I appreciate it.
Was
Oh
good,
yeah,
bro.
It's
what's
good.
going on?
We about to get into it. I'm gonna let Swag finish real quick. You said you got Draymond. Why?
First of all, Devin Books, he need to be quiet and then focus about his team right now. Because first of all, the Grizzlies, they not. First of all, I don't know when the last time the Grizzlies even been to the conference finals. Ever since KG got an MVP season, and this team is not a rivalry. Before we get that, and
But I'm sorry. I'm gonna interject real quick. Draymond be talking too reckless and spicy sometimes, and it's without reason. Yes, you got your rings, but we ain't gonna put you on another team and you make the same impact. I feel like Dylan Brooks has more impact than you. Y'all can say Prime Draymond is good in this, that, and the third because he was a role player, but I say fuck off. I say all of that. I'm not with it because Draymond really his bark is way more. He talks too much for what his bag is. That's what I'm saying. His bag is not big enough for him to be talking this way. Micah, you got something to say?
I mean, I like the back and forth. I enjoy it.
Okay.
There's only one way to shut Draymond up. The Grizzlies got to go out there and do work and beat him. It can't be a rivalry until somebody else wins.
That's true. That's
simple
very,
as
very
that.
true. That's very true. But at the same time, like it's telling if your own teammate don't F with you and call you triple single. I feel like that's telling. So if I was dealing, I'd be like, I ain't fighting with my teammates, but your teammate called you out. You knocked them out, and you're not gonna be there next year. So what you gonna say? That would be my energy. I'm just saying. Go ahead,
I get it.
say it. Say it.
I get it. You know the whole Jordan Poole thing. Yeah, I get it. But I mean, look, Draymond, that first championship. Look, me and GQ talked about this last night. Me and Jay talked about this.
Mm-hmm.
People forget that even though the Warriors lost the second time to the Cavs, people forget that Game 7, Draymond was vying for MVP of that series. That triple double Game 7 was like 37, 12, and 10 or something.
Mm-hmm.
So like, yeah, Draymond was balling during those years. Now you're right. He more bark than bite. He is, but I feel like he gained the respect to do that. And if you, like I said, just shut him up, beat him, just beat him. And anyway, it's gonna stop.
Go ahead, Swag. Go ahead.
Oh no, I agree.
Well, no, I was just gonna say, well, like even him coming out of pocket on Paul. Now, granted, I would say I was the biggest Big Three Celtics fan, but you know, Paul Pierce has damaged his entire reputation in my eyes. But the fact that you wanted to go talk about him, he had a team. Draymond, you can't put you on any franchise and you will be the team leader. So you need to shut up just off the back of that, like just off that. So that's just how I feel. But I understand what you're saying, Michael. He was in his bag in the first 2 years. Like he was in his bag. So I can respect that, but I can't respect you still talking this reckless after the fact. Oh my God. Hello. What's
How
up?
you doing?
Hey.
Oh, what's good, Will?
What's up,
More
man?
bangers, man. Let's get it.
What's
How
up?
y'all doing? How y'all doing tonight?
I'm good.
Good.
Good to be here. Good to be here.
Good. So we was just talking about the Dylan Brooks, Draymond, and who you had in it or who should shut the heck up. Like, what's your take on that?
I think Dylan need to shut the hell up because he ain't won nothing.
Why y'all
Appreciate
come for
that.
Dylan?
He ain't
Appreciate
won
that.
nothing. He ain't done nothing.
Y'all need to come for Dre. Dre be out of pocket.
No.
You telling me that Dre is never out of pocket?
I'm
Ever.
not saying he's never out of pocket, but on this one, he's speaking truth. You can't talk trash or talk about nobody who don't won 4 rings until you start doing something. He ain't done nothing.
I'm sorry, but I agree with you. But Draymond, you football tackling the Celtics last. Hell no, you're not.
Man.
I'm not listening.
Man.
She done went there. Oh my gosh.
He was. I have the video where I don't want to put the video up. He was tackling niggas. He was clotheslining niggas. Like, no, we not gonna do that. His contribution was no, absolutely not.
Yeah, I feel you on that.
Hey, like DJ said, man, only thing you can shut Draymond is by beating the Warriors.
That's true.
That's the only way you can shut him up.
That's true. But Triple C, well, Poole shut him up. So
Hey, all I'm
That ain't
saying
enough. That ain't enough.
all I'm saying is that year when Curry and Thompson was out, Draymond wasn't doing no talking, dog. So
8-8.
they were getting beat, and he shut up
8-8.
because they were getting beat.
that is true.
8-8.
That is true. That is true. I did want to circle back because Swag already answered this, but y'all didn't hear the question before, and it's based off the docket. Do y'all think Giannis is feeling himself too much? Because I guess this is about people feeling themselves too much this episode.
Are you talking about an interview he did when he was talking about LeBron?
You said, am I talking about that?
Are you talking about that interview he did when he was talking about LeBron?
Him being funny and joking on KD, he being funny and joking on Jokic.
Oh, yeah.
That stuff.
That's kind of tough. And the reason why I say that man got a ring.
He got a ring. He got 2 MVPs. He won MVP and defensive player of the year in the same year, bro.
That's
I mean,
tough.
like, Giannis is. I consider Giannis the best player in the NBA. So
me too.
But
by Jokic.
But the thing is that, like, okay, granted, this ain't NFL. So, like, could you say like a one and done, you still could have that same energy because it's just like, okay, I'll say this. I'm gonna say the original recurrence of the big three with the big Celtics. I rode or die for them because it was like the big time we had all these superstars come together and it was just something spectacular. However, people were trying to roast on Twitter that they didn't win the second year, talking about they not a dynasty because they only won 1 year. So with that same type of energy and that same argument, I kind of almost want to put that for the Giannis situation. Yes, you won one ring, you solidified yourself, all this, but at the same time, do you still like? I feel like you got to be Kobe to be talking that crazy. Like you calling all type of niggas out, like all of them, like off of one ring. I think that's crazy. That's crazy to me. Off one ring, no.
I mean, still though.
Okay, but okay.
That man a champion. That's
okay. When the Pistons
he can talk trash. He can talk trash.
No, when the Pistons won that 1 year, you ain't see Hamilton and you ain't see all them niggas talking
that's true.
Over
that's
one
true.
ring.
But
you didn't talking reckless in the media, but Rasheed damn sure did on the court.
Oh yeah, he talked plenty of stuff on the court. Plenty of stuff on the court.
Though. Rasheed, my boy, he different though.
Nah, you can't be biased, man.
Could you put any of those players?
It's a biased show. Come on.
But could you put any of those players in Giannis' stratosphere?
I'll say this: Giannis is going to be the face of the league. We already know that. I've been saying this years before he actually won.
No.
It's gonna be Luka.
You wilding swag. Giannis is going to be the face of the league. He's going to take over for LeBron, like he is. But
wait, you don't think Luka could take over?
I think Luka doing his thing, but because I think it's also because Giannis is more athletic in his body type. He's just gonna be the face, and plus the media love him. Luka's cool.
He also gotta look like he's a foreign player too. The league is moving toward those foreign players, and while Luka is there, Luka is not better than Giannis.
Yeah, he's not, and the media loves Giannis. They put all like he's like the poster boy right now. So it's that type of thing right now, in my opinion. I still think he talking too spicy, but that's just my opinion.
hey, listen. I don't either. And listen, if they win another ring, he backed it up. So what can you do?
If he wins another ring, I'll be the first one being like, everything he's saying, he deserves to say that. But
he deserves to say that. He'll be a 2-time champion at that point.
The Pistons got 1 ring. They weren't out here like that. The what's that other squad that got like just 1 ring during the 2000s? I can't remember.
KG show was out there talking like that since you a Celtics person. When they won the ring, KG was out there talking like that, and y'all got more MVPs and a D award.
That's true.
Plus,
that's true.
No, but did you hear me? Did you hear what I said? Because I was saying the argument. The reason I used the same argument because Nick was on Twitter and they was like, you can't call the Celtics a dynasty off 1 ring. And I was using that same logic for this question because I was like, I got to be honest. It can't be a dynasty or you can't be talking reckless like that off 1 ring. So that's the same logic I was bringing to it. And KG is KG. Him, all the crazy players.
KG gonna talk trash anyway, regardless. He gonna talk trash anyway, regardless. That's just KG.
Yes, he is. That's true. But okay, if he does not, let's say, does everybody here on the panel agree in agreement that he's going to get another ring before he retires? Probably, yes.
Who, Giannis? Hell
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
agree.
See
I agree.
We on the same page. Okay.
I agree.
All right. Do you think that he is going to retire with the same Milwaukee team?
Yep.
With the Bucks. You think he's gonna stay with the Bucks?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, you was quiet. Hold up. Willie, what's up? Why you ain't say nothing?
I don't know.
It's looking real quiet.
and the only reason why I say that, is because the way the league favors super teams right now. That's the only reason why I say that. And if Giannis ever changes that mindset from a Dame Lillard type mindset to want to win where you are, to go and look at bigger horizons or try to grow bigger horizons with somebody else, I'm not saying that it's not possible for him to move on to somewhere else.
Well, I say this: he won that ring without having a super team. So I think in the next 5 years, if he don't get a ring, he gonna move. I think
that's what I think the kicker is too. Because on the backside of his prime, he's probably going to be like, "Hey, I still want to win rings." And if Milwaukee can't get it done and get him another star player at that point, he's going to want to move.
Yep. Right. That's very true. That's very, very true.
And they lucky to be where they are. Because do you really truly want to play in Milwaukee?
Yeah.
I mean,
it's not Indiana. Indiana ain't got that.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying it's cold.
It is. It is.
I'm just saying it's cold. I mean,
it is cold. You right.
Ain't like you going down to Miami or the Lakers.
Well, LeBron left Cleveland.
He did. No one wants to. Okay, who? Okay, out of all the franchise teams, because in my opinion, Indiana's like got nothing. No. What team do you think is the worst? People just do not want to locate to. I think it's Indiana because I read Reggie Miller's book. There's nothing there.
Man.
There's nothing
there. Utah. I'm gonna take Utah because Utah doesn't make good superstar signings with free agents anyway. No free agents want to go to Utah.
I go to Utah because let's just call it real. The Utah situation don't suit us. We all know it.
Us?
The Utah situation don't fit us at all. You knew good and doggone well Russell's gonna be bought out.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right when you heard the trade buyout, you didn't even think about him playing for the Jazz.
Man.
You didn't even think about it.
Yo, I'm dead.
He didn't even practice over there.
He didn't even practice.
Practice.
We talking about practice?
Practice. I'm so weak.
Well, I'm telling you, man.
So wait, so you're saying, William, your vote is Utah. Michael, what's your vote?
Utah.
Swag, what you saying?
Utah.
Y'all, wow.
Come on.
At least look about it.
Look. What about Minnesota? What about Minnesota? Minnesota ain't got nothing. I've been there too. Minnesota ain't got nothing.
They got Mall of America at least.
You forget about your boy too. Don't forget about your boy. That dog. Don't forget about him.
Yeah. Utah ain't got nobody.
Wait,
Utah ain't got nobody. Nobody. At all. I mean, marketing's playing okay, but outside of marketing, name somebody else doing well on that squad. And I'm shocked with marketing because I'm a Bulls fan. And as much as I'm hurting right now, marketing is playing well. He ain't played that well for us.
Hey, I'll tell y'all this.
So you're saying it's the weather. The weather make him improve this game?
No, it's going back to what he's comfortable with.
Yeah, I got you.
Go back up there. Look, and I ain't trying to put down nobody's religion and nothing like that because I'm not like that. But at the same point, it fits his way of life. Because if you go to Indiana, there's a lot of us in Indiana. Ain't none of us hardly in Utah.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's very true.
Hey, I'll tell y'all this. The only thing that's best in Utah is Dwayne Wade being the owner. That is the only thing that's best for them.
Wait, Dwayne Wade, Utah?
I forgot about that. I forgot about that.
He partial owner?
Partial owner. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's the only good thing.
He was watching one of the Donovan Mitchell games like 2 years ago in the playoffs.
Okay.
And that's still, to me, I get you got to do a rebuild. I would have got rid of Rudy, but kept Donovan. Donovan's a special player. He's a really good player. He was the only thing that's really putting butts in seats for Utah. And then you let him go to Cleveland. And he's tearing it up. I don't understand that. You pay that man. You pay that man whatever he need to pay. You make that man happy because he's the person who was driving that Utah Jazz bus in terms of putting people in seats. You let him go. Look what he's doing up in Cleveland. He's killing it.
They probably let him go because of the coach they had before.
Probably did. It probably did. But I would shoot. If it was me, and I'm looking at a star player versus a coach who's not a star coach, a coach who's not a Greg Popovich or a coach of Phil Jackson, or even anywhere near that level.
That gave me a good question. Thank you.
They got to go. They got to go.
Okay. So the Coach of the Year award hasn't come through yet, has it?
It's gotta be Mike Brown.
That's what I'm about to, why you take it? Because I was gonna say
It's
gotta be Mike Brown.
Mike.
Come on.
Mike been in his bag.
Come on. We talk about a dude who can lead all these teams for defense. The man who just won a championship with the Warriors. Come on, bro. Make that franchise irrelevant.
He got look. He got the Kings in competing in the West.
Mm-hmm.
No,
they balling.
They got what's crazy. I don't remember y'all saw that video because at the beginning of the season, I was like, "Yo, Mike Brown in his bag." He was the coach of the team talking about get your effing knees up, and then nigga was running with the team. I was like, Mike, y'all saw that video when Mike was running.
That's a real coach.
I think it's sort of kind of funny though. I think it's sort of kind of funny though because he coached LeBron, and they were saying LeBron was the reason why he got let go. I can sort of kind of see that.
Like when the last time the Kings had 40?
Oh God, you gotta go back to the day. You gotta go back to the day. You gotta go back to Chris. You gotta go back to Chris Webber and Jason Williams, Jason Williams.
That's Lottie Divac.
Like he made that team irrelevant. Like seriously.
Yeah.
And they going to the finals just to tell y'all that.
Yeah, give it up. You gotta give it up to Mike Brown for that.
That's what's crazy. Mike Brown out coaching Doc Rivers, bro. That's nuts.
Well, there ain't nothing to be. That's
not even close.
So you're saying Doc Rivers is so trash? It's nothing to outcoach him. That's what you're saying.
How you gonna take those rosters that man has had and not win? How?
You talking about Giannis riding on a championship?
Go back to his turn in the Clippers. How that man gonna have all that talent and not win? Come on now.
Knocked out each round.
Yeah, and blow so many leads. Oh yeah, Mike Brown never do that.
The only good thing about Doc is the fact that you can't never get Doc. It's not this Blake. It's all of us. It's not just Blake. It's all of us.
And now he almost blew that 3-0 league against the Raptors last.
How you go?
Y'all so wild. This is like
Doc, man. Nah, he got
y'all roasting.
It's just true. We got to break the context.
I be getting on him, but y'all roasting this shit.
I'm telling the truth.
I'm telling the truth, man. That one championship,
one title on a stacked team. One. And all those other teams that came after that, you can't win.
Yo, but respectfully though, yes, you had Blake. Yes, you had CP3. He should have gone farther. But y'all was going against who was in the teams he was going against in. Okay, they weren't going to get out compared to who they were playing against.
Hold on now. Wait a minute now. Hold on. Hold on now.
I'm saying they weren't going to win the championship.
Had leads.
The leads are right, but I'm saying they weren't going to win the championship them years compared to who was out there. I'm saying that. But no, there's no reason for y'all to fumble them leads like that. That's unacceptable. That's unacceptable.
Nah, they blew a 3-1 lead to Houston with James Harden, without Dwight, and Corey Brew put up what 50 that game. Corey Brew dropped the Rockets back, and you blow the series. You telling me that couldn't out? Come on,
man.
Talking about Goat Harden though. So it was inevitable.
Hey, that was before he started. That was before he started eating honey buns back then.
Right. That's when he was in shape. That was in shape, James Harden. Now we like honey bun James Harden.
Don't let me get on Steph.
We got honey bun cookout James Harden now.
Swag. Don't do that. Don't make me come for Steph. That's wrong. Okay. Don't do that.
Hey, Steph
Don't.
beat James Harden so many times in the playoffs.
Okay, but he had Clay. Who did?
That's
What's
why
their
he left
last?
the Warriors. That's why he
Wait,
CP3.
left the Knicks.
CP3 on question.
Kyrie
Wait,
was
wait, wait,
cooking
wait,
him
wait.
in
You thought James
That's why
Harden was
he
gonna
left.
beat him with crushing?
Wait.
That's
Hold
why he
on.
left the Nets because Kyrie
Hold
was cooking him in practice. Cooking
Wait,
him.
I'm not mistaken. Hold up. That 2019 season, right? When
Mhm.
KD got hurt on that game 6, Curry was scoreless in the first half. Then he put 33 on the Rockets and still beat them.
That don't matter. Like who?
What
Oh,
you
who did Harden
mean?
have? No, come saying asking who did Harden have? Who did he
Yeah,
have?
Chris Paul.
He had
He
CP3.
had
Chris Paul's on
CP3.
crutches. What is Chris Paul gonna do? That man about to retire. What are you talking about?
They almost won the
But you
first year. I'm not gonna let you slide with that one.
No, you can't
I
get
said
her.
what I
Get
said.
her. Because
I
you can't
said
put
what I
Chris
said.
Paul
You
in that
cannot
same
slide with that one.
You can't split Chris Paul like that.
Yo. Okay, look, listen. With the Suns now, do you want Chris Paul to take your last shot? Hell no. You don't even want that nigga. That nigga can't finish the playoffs. What are you talking
But
about?
how you gonna put
I mean, they had a chance to beat them that
He's
year.
garbage.
But what we saying is this.
Garbage.
But what we saying is this. Chris Paul hasn't changed from now to then. So how you gonna put Chris Paul in that elevated position, but now you don't want him to take the last shot in any game
I'm saying he was
with the
trash
Suns?
then and he trash now. I'm saying it's consistent trash.
What?
I ain't gonna hold
You can't call him consistent trash now. That
I'm
man
sorry.
that man was
He
good
is
up until a
this
few
year.
years
He
ago.
didn't waver
Yeah, he is
or
this
dropped
year.
off. Okay, so
That
you
man
tell
was
me
good
why in
till
the
a few
huddle,
years
why
ago.
did
Yeah, this is-
you tell me in the huddle why did Harden not want to dap him up because he knew the nigga was playing like ass. Bye. He was playing garbage.
But at
Bye.
the same point, go back and look at in his early days. That man was a
Okay.
point guard.
If you want to say earlier, okay, right
His
off
early
Blake
days,
Forrest,
not now, but his early days.
okay, I agree with you, but I'm talking about on the Rockets. But no, I agree. He was that dude. He was like top 10 PG. I mean, yes, he was top 10.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
the first year, Paul went crazy. They almost beat the Warriors, but then Paul was series and balling all that year.
Oh yeah, the 27 missed threes. That's on James Harden too.
That's definitely.
Oh, I got another one too. Hold up.
You know what? I'm about to go in.
Honey
Stop
Bun
playing
Harden,
me,
boy.
swag. Stop
Hold
playing
up.
me, swag.
I got
Stop.
one. I got
Honey
one
Bun
more.
Harden.
Stop. Don't call him. Don't do that. We're not gonna do Harden like that. We're not gonna do him like that.
Honey
got
Bun
one more.
Harden. That's
No,
what
all
he
we're trying to do
is.
is step back. All
Look
y'all
at
were
him.
trying to do is step back. Don't do that. He was
Look at him. He
dropping.
can't even do the step back no
dropping
more.
it. Yes, he can.
No, he can't.
He dropped the nigga in the game the other week. What are you talking about?
Man, you can't tell me that man ain't 230. Come on now.
Yo, you playing? And that was a fat suit.
Hey, Woody. Hey, Woody.
It was a fat suit. That wasn't really him.
Hey, I know he's traveling. He traveling the strip club to Little Baby, so he gets more honey buns.
He
Okay,
ride down to
my
Magic City
man
after
do
every
be
game.
Okay, my man does be in the strip club.
He been in the strip clubs a lot.
But he's still that dude.
That's how he got hurt in the playoffs.
He be in the strip club with the chicken wings.
Yep.
That's what he be doing.
You know what?
Them honey buns and them chicken wings. I'm telling you, man.
Honey buns are rude. Stop.
But look, get back to Doc Rivers for a minute. That man got an MVP on his roster, and he still ain't gonna win no championship.
Okay, but I do want to bring it up. I'm not giving Doc a pass, but I do believe we put a lot more hype and emphasis on how good Blake Griffin was going to be than what he actually turned out to be. And
I give you that. That I will give you.
So I think a lot of hype went with Blake, but then we saw that his skill sets was actually more limited than what we thought it was going to be.
Well, you also got to look at the fact he was injured too.
Yeah.
When you're injured, that takes away from you somewhat. So
yeah.
And what about the bubble too when he choked too against the Nuggets? That 3-1. He had Kawhi and PG.
Yep.
Anyways, no, I'm laughing because y'all don't like y'all. I thought I didn't like Doc, but y'all going in. I'm just laughing.
I'm just saying. I mean, that man that had hella talent.
He has like.
Yeah, I don't know who chokes more, CP3 or James Harden or Doc Rivers.
Would you say, yo, this is gonna be real egregious. It's gonna be nasty. I can make a comparison and say Doc Rivers is the equivalent record of LeBron's losing finals record. Can we say that?
But the thing that you got to understand, at least LeBron got to the finals. This man only went to the finals once.
Yeah. I'd rather take LeBron's loss.
Give me LeBron's record any day. That went to the finals once. He did win. I give him that, but he only went to the finals once.
But that went twice. He went twice.
Oh, that's right. He did go twice. That's right. You're right. My bad.
Which year? Wait. What year?
I went once.
Oh yeah, he
The
went
Celtics
with
lost to the Lakers.
against Lakers and they lost. Remember?
Yeah.
They
You're
lost.
right. You're right.
Yeah,
You're right.
that was your
Yeah.
Celtics.
They lost.
Yeah.
But he only went with the Celtics. Yeah, because
Yeah.
I was about to say he went with somebody else. No,
Yeah, he got
I've
carried
been
by
the
the
person
Celtics.
on the record. I've been the person on the record saying that the Celtics were just so good that they won in spite of Doc. And if you listen to any of the older stuff that we had on Gentleman's Talk, I've been preaching that since the last year. I'm like, yo, they won in spite of Doc Rivers because the stuff that we see Doc do now, it just makes it blows my freaking mind.
You can also make it. You can also make a case for Rondo.
Doc is a coach that is more prone to making you lose. That's crazy.
But you can also look at the fact that Rondo stepped up too. No one knew who Rondo was until that point.
He got better. And Justin, you wild for saying one is better than 4 or 6. That's disrespectful, okay?
And that Rondo was better than CP3 back then.
Yep. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, Rondo was he was a pure point guard at that.
He didn't do shit for the Bulls, but I agree.
Pure point guard.
He is over CP3 all the time. Like
Oh yeah. Okay, let me get to the next topic real quick. So the next topic is I was trying to say
NBA MVP,
but Embiid. So we going with Embiid as MP as the MVP.
Are we going with MVP?
Yes, you know what I'm saying. Are we going with him with the MVP? Because I'm going with him with the MVP.
I don't know.
My favorite full disclosure, my favorite player is Jokic, but I think it would be criminal if he wins it a third year. Not saying that he doesn't deserve it, but I think it'd be criminal if he wins it a third year because of the year Embiid is having. Oh, yeah. So I gotta go with Embiid.
And Jokic, he never had competition.
Right. Because he's playing in an inferior West.
Yeah, that's true. Now it's funny because before all these trades happened, I would have said the East is stronger. Before KD, Kyrie, everybody and their mama left the East and went to the West, I would say the East is stronger. And
I blame John Morant for that.
Because all this didn't happen until he said what he said. That's a good point. That's a good point.
No. But
I ain't worried about nobody in the West.
Him saying a statement to why these players literally wanted to get traded. Come on, you know the Nets. That was a different situation. The Nets is a whole nother situation.
I'm just saying, because when you look at the fact that Dallas got better with Kyrie, they still trying to figure things out, but on paper they got better. We got to see what KD does if he comes back. Assuming he comes back.
He did say he's still fine, Justin. I like your comment, Justin. He's still fine.
before the playoffs. So I want to see what Phoenix is going to end up doing. The Lakers might be a play-in team. We'll see what they do, but I still say, Milwaukee is, to me, without a healthy KD on that Phoenix Rockets team, I still say Milwaukee is the team. Now, when KD comes back healthy with Phoenix, then on paper, I think they're the best team in the league.
I ain't gonna hold you. I still got Giannis beating KD in them.
It's like the thing about it with me, that Boston, that Bucks team, to me, is just like almost perfectly balanced in terms of the starting five and in terms you got coming off that bench. That's something you don't see a whole lot of. And I just think they got it over Phoenix. And
so you saying
they can play defense.
Right. So you saying that defense, and I'll go back to that old saying, defense wins championships. And that's what Milwaukee does.
Well, respectfully, Swag, you won't like this. Even though Bucks is well balanced, I don't like this team. But because they added GP2 and they still got Jordan, I would still say to pick the Warriors over the Bucks. I still see the Warriors beating them. Because I'm just saying, point matching, I don't think Giannis gonna point match if you have everybody in their bag the way they're supposed to be.
Wait, you say you got the Warriors over the Bucks?
No. I'm saying I would say they a better team as far as point matching.
Oh,
you gonna come out?
Okay.
Yeah. Do you think so?
Yeah. I gotta say that. Yeah.
Okay.
And the only reason why I say Giannis is gonna beat him because DeAndre Ayton, he cannot touch Giannis.
Nope. You don't know what Ayton you're going to get from game to game, and that's the part that scares me. You don't know if you're going to get to 20-12 or you're going to get to 10-8. You don't know which Ayton you're going to get, so that's my concern.
You might get 8 rebounds.
You might get 10 points and 8 rebounds. Or you might get 20 points and 10. You don't know which Ayton you're going to get, and that's the scary part about it.
Right. That's funny.
And he's gonna be over KD if he wins the championship all time this year.
What's that funny thing that they had with Jimmy? Jimmy did something hella funny. I forgot what it was. Y'all remember? It was on Bleacher Report.
I may have to watch. Yeah.
You not Jimmy Butler?
Yeah, he did something that was funny. If I don't get it, I got something else to ask y'all relating to the Heat and Bulls, all that real quick.
Okay, I got a few more minutes. Go ahead.
Oh yeah, he blasted Nickelback in the locker room after.
Oh yeah, I saw that. Yeah, that was funny.
Yeah,
he hella
That's that
different.
dog though.
Wait, okay. If you lose a game, what music you gonna play? Like, who playing Nickelback though? Like, is it to punish the team or to punish himself?
That's still funny.
If I'm losing and I'm real down bad, I'm about to play like some different type of rock, but it's not gonna be Nickelback. It might be like I'm not gonna play no Nickelback though. Like,
I ain't playing no Nickelback.
I'm not. That's just not gonna be in my bag. It's not even gonna be on the playlist.
I feel you.
To be real. Okay, so I want to ask a quick question. Regarding, let's see. I'll bring up this roster real quick so I can ask you a question. So, okay. With a lot of these injuries that's going on, and we hearing, and I'm talking, focusing in on the Bulls. Y'all just heard that Lonzo might be out indefinitely the whole next season.
Oh my God!
Don't even bring
you
this
didn't
up
hear
to me.
that? He might be out.
Bring this up to me,
bro. That's my boy, sister.
Come on now,
bro.
You hurt your boy feeling. You don't hurt my feelings bringing this up again. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, bro.
You a Bulls
Come
fan,
on
right?
now, man.
Well, you a Bulls fan, right?
Yes, as much as we gave up to get him, and now he pulling this stunt.
I don't think it's a stunt. I don't
think it is. I think it's a legitimate injury, but
I think it's LeVar's cheap ass shoes. No disrespect, but every one of the firms, they're having issues with their feet. Like every single one.
Nah,
I'm like,
it's the trainers for me. It's
the shoe.
No,
all the boys, except the one that still got problems with the shoes.
You can make the same case for Zion.
Man.
That's different because it's body build though.
That's true. He is a bigger dude. That's true.
His body build. That's true. No, I wanted to get in because when I'm just going through the roster.
Yep, Justin, I agree. Jay Williams all over. Yep. That's it. That's it. Jay Williams all over again.
Don't say that. So no.
It makes me mad too. Because when we got him, did you see how well we were playing?
You did. Y'all was in your bed. And the thing is, y'all such a young team. Y'all got so many young players. It worked. It worked.
And then he gets hurt, and that's it.
Well,
look, we got so desperate. We went and got your boy.
Hey, y'all got Patrick Beverly, so y'all should be good. No,
that's what I'm saying. We got Patrick Beverly. Hey, no, we ain't good. I can't stand Patrick Beverly.
Wait,
hell no, we ain't good.
But no, like listen, Patrick Beverly bring energy and defense. So he's good defensive.
Can your boy get some offense? Can your boy get a jump shot? Can your boy get some threes in the corner?
He just like Draymond.
But
he just like Draymond.
Well, Draymond used to be offensive. He used to do
man.
He used to. I don't
know what happened.
I don't like Draymond. If I'm gonna give him his points and say he used to be offensive, I'm gonna be honest. He used to be offensive.
I'm gonna say this. That man is a walking blooper reel with mistakes. He can't shoot.
Tackling.
You think he plays defense? You think, but he don't.
He used to play defense, but now he tackle people. He used to do.
He's a linebacker.
He
out there tackling people on the court. Come on now.
Yes, he is. He's a linebacker now.
Come on now.
Hey, he a good linebacker when he getting all them texts.
No, because he hurt his team.
Man,
Rasheed helped his team with his text. Rasheed helped his team. Draymond don't help his team with his text.
I hated that signing. I would have man.
Okay, well let me get back into
go get somebody off the G League before you get him.
Bro,
that's tough.
Let me get back into the Bulls real quick because I just want to break down their roster a little bit. So
what?
No,
it's DeMar DeRozan and Zach LaVine. It's DeMar DeRozan, Zach LaVine, and Big Zoo.
Okay, but they got
and maybe Caruso.
They got Caruso. They got Andre Drummond. Used to be, kind of legit.
He'd been a disappointment too.
What, the guy who used to rebound?
The dude who used to get 10, 12,
You know how
18.
disrespectful that is? Telling a big man, the guy that used to rebound, that's high
Used
level
to rebound.
disrespect.
It's true.
That's
wait.
high
So
rebound.
He was an all-time rebounder though, bro. He was.
He used to be.
So you tell me him on Shaq and the Fool is disrespectful.
I'm telling you, man, he's been a disappointment. I need Big Zoo to play better. And he's had a couple of good games this season, but for the most part, no.
But I want to bring it. The reason I'm bringing it up because, okay, let's say hypothetical. Lonzo has a miraculous recovery. He good next season. At the beginning of the season, he playing. Because they've been so janky with the productivity, and then DeRozan is okay. The franchise player, we all in agreement that it's DeRozan, correct? DeRozan's a franchise player, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
With DeRozan, but you telling me, okay, so this is the one team y'all telling me without Lonzo, even though Lonzo ain't the star, they're not making it to the play. You don't think they're gonna make it to the playoffs?
You don't have a point guard.
Caruso is
limited.
Caruso the GOAT. What you mean?
Nah,
limited. And he's small.
Bro, for them to make the playoffs last time, DeRozan had to have like this spectacular freaking season where half of the season he was an MVP.
But this is crazy because they have so many good players. But you telling me this is the one team that don't have a solid point guard that you don't think is gonna make the playoffs? That's kind of crazy.
I mean,
No point guard.
I mean, look what happened to the
Let me
Celtics.
ask you a question.
If you took the Celtics and took the same thing out, if you took Marcus Smart out the Celtics, they still making the playoffs. But this team, without Lonzo not making the playoffs, go ahead.
Even if they make the playoffs, it's the first round out and a sweep. You playing because you playing either Boston or you playing the Bucks.
Or they might lose in the play-in.
You right.
Neither one of them.
You right.
The Bulls aren't a good, well put together team,
They're
bro.
not a well put together team. You need good guard play, and they don't have that right now.
I think they also need a decent big man.
Y'all better than the Lakers stuff.
Like you said, they need a good, decent big man.
And that's why I say, and that's why I say Big Vu's been a disappointment because he was supposed to be that big man to help us bridge the gap, and he hasn't been that big man. He's had a few good games here and there, but he ain't been a dude.
Right.
They wasted his time in Orlando. So
his best times was in Orlando.
Well, I say all that was basically to come to a conclusion.
Trash.
Do you think that's your team?
That's my team, but they trash. I gotta be honest, they trash.
Hey, when it's your team, you gotta be honest with it too.
I gotta be honest. What I'm gonna do? Lie?
Yeah, you got.
I'm a Rockets fan, and the Rockets are fan. So
listen, 27, and I'm still rooting for your boy. I don't give a. That's still my team.
Nah, but you gotta tell
but you gotta be true with yourself. Look, I'm a Saints fan. We were trash last year, 7-10, trash. I'm a Bulls fan. We trash right now. And if we make it to the playoffs, we ain't been Milwaukee and we ain't been Boston. So trash.
Speak the truth. Don't be a Cowboys fan. Just speak the truth, dog.
Man, not a Cowboys fan.
I'm a whole
either.
Packer fan, bro.
I'm not trying to be no Cowboy fan.
So I say all that to say I'm getting to my final point. If it's indefinite and 100% true, Lonzo ain't even gonna play the whole next season. Do you think they're going to do a whole restructure of the Bulls of what we're looking at right now? Do you think they're going to restructure?
No, because you're gonna keep your talent. You're gonna keep your core. Your core right now is DeRozan, Levine, Big Vu. You're gonna keep your core. You
gonna keep Vu? I thought they would try to get rid of him.
Well, he's part of your core. Unless you can get something for him, he's part of your core.
That's what I'm saying. I think they would trade up.
But at the very least, you keeping Levine and DeRozan. Everybody else. Even
they gotta go.
Everybody else can roll.
Patrick Bailey, he gotta go.
Patrick, he gonna be the first one out. But he be the first. I'm gonna cut him myself.
You was a hate like Patrick Green defense. Okay, but who's your best defensive player on the Bulls, you think?
Well, they got no best defensive player.
The
model play defense. The model play defense is that Levine don't play defense.
Well, that's what you got Pat for. You got Pat Beverly for the defense.
No, that's the that's a waste of time player.
He's a waste of time. He out there. He flaring out there, man.
Yeah, that's a waste of time player.
That little kid on the playground playing.
Yeah, he wasted time.
He wasted time. He trash.
Y'all do have to respect Pat to a certain degree. He does.
No, you don't. Why you gotta respect Pat? What has Pat done to respect?
Okay, it ain't like okay. the reputation I said Lance Stevenson got is what Pat does, but Pat actually does produce a little bit more. Like a defense, he gives you stuff on the court, so that's why I'm saying. Like,
hold on, wait a minute, hold on.
Okay, let's say who does more antics, Pat Beverly or Draymond? Draymond does more antics.
I agree with that. I actually agree with that.
Hey,
I agree.
I'm not to mention. Didn't Patrick Bailey go to Stephen A. last year? Talk about something he gonna make the Lakers better.
And he was also talking trash about CP3 too.
Yeah,
and he deserved to. The one thing I'm happy he did, he pushed CP3 because guess what? CP is a snake. People don't see. They can.
Oh, you got to call him out now because he was doing some dirty stuff too.
Exactly. Thank you. He's a snake.
Dirty stuff too.
He only had energy for CP3 because CP3 ain't right. So
everybody say CP3 a nice choir boy from Wake Forest. No, he ain't.
And then Patrick Bailey gets cut.
I remember when he punched Julius Hodge at Wake Forest. That N-word is dirty. He's a dirty player. I remember.
He's one of the dirtiest players ever.
Exactly. Thank you. I know I'm not crazy. That's all.
You ain't crazy.
I know I'm not crazy.
You ain't crazy.
I know.
I remember when we had the trade deadline special on the Monday show, and I sat there and said the team that lost the trade deadline was the Chicago Bulls because they should have sold every single person on that team that was part of their core. Because when they were healthy, we leave Lonzo out because Lonzo hasn't really been healthy. But when you saw Levine, DeRozan, and Vucevic, and they made the playoffs, DeRozan had to have an MVP kind of season for that team to even make 50 wins. That blow it up. You got to blow it up this year.
That's what I said. But Will, that's what I was saying. That I think they're gonna restructure it next year. The way stuff looking, they're gonna.
Everybody got paid.
They could. We got to see what the cap look like. Who they keep, who they don't keep. They gonna keep Caruso. You gonna keep Kobe White. I mean, who are you gonna keep?
I
and
told
you
you
gonna let go?
Make the franchise Caruso and build around him. That's really what's gonna make.
Caruso. What? Oh hell no! How you gonna build a future around Caruso? I'm not trying to trash. I'm not trying to trash. The man go out there and play with effort. I ain't gonna sit here and lie. But the man's small.
No, he really is the franchise. Y'all be hating.
But Caruso is nobody's franchise. The thing with Caruso, he's a nice player.
Wait. If you put him on Utah, don't you think Utah would be better? Don't you think Utah would be winning?
No, they'd be the same. They'd be the same.
No, they wouldn't.
That's one player.
Caruso. You have to understand. Don't overestimate Caruso. Caruso is a good player who keeps you steady in your current environment. That's what Caruso is. Caruso is not somebody who's going to elevate a team.
Let me ask you a question real quick. Since you brought up the whole Caruso thing about building around him, when have you ever seen Caruso get stupid hot in the game and go off for 35?
He be dunking on him.
Never.
Never.
They told him to go. They said basically it was MJ and then it's Caruso. So forget Kobe. It's Caruso after MJ. No, I'm trolling.
You don't see that man done one time. He been talking about he the greatest thing since John Stockton. Nah, man.
Bruh. He been cheating for MVP too long.
What? Stop trolling.
He got a ring to prove it too. No, I'm just playing.
Exactly.
Oh my God.
Thank you.
That's funny.
I'll tell you, Caruso's a valuable player on any team, but he's not changing your life.
Right. He's not changing your life around. He's somebody who could help. He's somebody who can help you win, but he's not the guy.
I promise you this. If let's say he do go to Utah, I'm gonna come back to this panel and invite all you niggas here, and I'm gonna go off because he gonna go ham. He's going to be a star player.
Man,
him and Laurie Marketing can be the new John Stockton and Karl Malone for all I care. They still won't be winning no championships. They won't even get out the West.
They ain't
gonna win their own division. Even put Caruso over there.
I bet you they'll be better than when Luka and the Unicorn hooked up. It's gonna be crazy.
I'm talking about that's unfair.
Because the Unicorn was a disappointment.
Wait, you talking?
But
that's unfair. Come on, anything was better than that. Come on now.
Disrespectful to the Unicorn, bro. He was he was not in his right role. He wasn't in his role.
That's why I say anything was better than that. He wasn't being used properly in Dallas.
Wait, you talk about that Alex Caruso who got broke by Jalen Brunson?
Caruso dunked more than Curry. When the last time Curry dunked? Bye. Try again. Anyway,
Curry got 4 chips, man.
Anyway.
Your trolling skills are impeccable.
You said what?
The trolling segment for the day is done.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna end it because we got like an hour left. But I got one more question for everybody.
Yeah, I got another show I got to get to.
Yeah, we got closing statements. I just had the last question. Who do y'all think is gonna be the sleeper team right now? Now that we have all the trades, we got injuries. Let's say 100% healthy everybody. Who y'all think is the sleeper team right now?
Sacramento.
Easily Sacramento.
Mike
easy.
Brown. Wait, what you say? Don't do that.
Wait. I got another team. The Knicks.
See, I don't trust that. I don't
Oh, y'all
trust
trust the
that.
Knicks?
I don't trust it. I don't trust it. I don't trust Julius Randle. I don't trust Julius Randle. I don't trust Derrick Rose. I just don't trust them.
But the thing is about Julius Randle, it's just like he had them games that win, but it's not like he's the person you're gonna want to take the last shot. That was just kind of not trying to say it's a fluke, but he's not the person taking the last shot in general.
Hey, they got Jalen Brunson and Josh Hart. They're gonna make something work.
They gonna beat
the Sixers.
We should they do.
They gonna cause
I can't go with them though, because if you look at that East, I mean,
they gonna beat the Sixers.
You disrespect. You funny.
Yeah, disrespectful, bro. No,
that's real disrespectful. That's real disrespectful.
You right.
They ain't got nobody to handle Embiid.
Why? Because James Harden's over there.
No,
they ain't got nobody to handle Embiid or Maxey.
I am a Harden. I be on Harden like that, but Embiid is going crazy. And like, if you give a healthy Embiid with some support, he just gonna do his thing. So that's why I'm saying.
Oh yeah, but James Harden, he gonna give you question mark moments.
You know what?
He gonna come out with a couple of honey buns and they gonna win because of Embiid and Maxey. It won't be for James Harden.
And he gonna come up with another injury too.
At least they gonna make the playoffs. That's why
it'd be another hamstring injury.
That's why they're making the playoffs. Good luck.
It'd be another hamstring injury.
Whatever.
Watch. Another hamstring.
Wait. Did James
Let Patrick Beverly get traded over to us? We gonna cook all you.
Oh, y'all can have Pat all day. Y'all can have Pat all day.
Wait, I'm not.
Y'all really gonna lose then.
I'm not mistaken. Did James Harden that year lost to the Spurs without Kawhi?
Yep. I think so.
Hey.
Yeah.
Hey.
Okay.
Yep.
You know,
I'm a Houston fan. I know.
Gonna be upset this year. Y'all team gonna disband. It's gonna be mad funny when the Warriors, because Draymond gonna fall, and then the rest of the whole team gonna fall. And
Ain't nobody gonna fall for Draymond.
No, but listen,
I'm not
Clay
even
gonna
the
try to have his
Warriors,
own team, so y'all core gonna be busted. Clay gonna be like, you know what? I gotta prove myself, and he gonna go to a different team. Y'all team gonna be garbage. So buy swag.
Who gonna leave?
Clay. Eventually, he gonna want to have his own team. I think.
No.
No, he won't.
And he's gonna be better than James Harden.
No, he won't. Stop that. Stop it.
Exactly.
Nowhere. Stop trolling.
Thank you, Moo. Thank you, because they trying me. They trying me.
Stop tripping.
Trying me.
Clay going
Y'all
nowhere.
gonna talk some respect on Harden.
Bro, Clay scored
I'm not
60
being
points with 11
Harden.
dribbles. James Harden.
No, it's them. They trying.
Clay ain't going nowhere. Why would Clay leave?
No, I'm saying, look, okay. Does he want to be put in that Scotty character box his whole life, or actually be like, okay, well, I was good enough?
But it's
I don't think Clay cares because they won.
He's probably too old now.
It's different.
But listen, he's probably too old now. If he didn't have so many injuries, he wasn't so old, he might want to do that. But actually, you're right. He's probably too old now.
It's different. It's different for Clay. Like I say, he's injury. He's just getting over injuries. He's not as good as he once was.
You wildin', Justin.
He can't leave a team. It's too late for that. Justin's right. It's too late.
Hey, William, he's having the better year than James Harden.
Mooly, stop it.
Facts.
Wait, you said Clay better than Scotty?
No, I said Clay is better than James Harden this season.
They saying Clay better than Scotty.
Whoa, who said that?
Who said that?
Clay Thompson better than Scotty Pippen.
That's too much.
You know what though? Scotty only averaged 20 points 2 times in his career.
Yeah.
So I can sort of kind of see that argument.
And Clay put 60 with 11 dribbles, right?
And he ate 2 more honey buns than James Harden that night.
Y'all is wild. Anyway,
is Scottie Pippen top 75? Yes, because of the defense he played. He brought the ball up so Mike wouldn't have to. And he played defense on Magic in that first finals. I'm not trying to disrespect Scottie Pippen in any way, but if you go back and look at what he did as a scorer, he only averaged 20 points a season twice.
Clay will give you 30 and 60 every day.
I need to start looking more at what Scotty actually was doing.
We can come back and get on that.
But anyway, I'm gonna have y'all do your final thoughts. We ain't gonna hold this up too long. Just say what's on your mind and let's go. Don't say no pat, and no hard and disrespect. Get it popping. Go ahead.
Kill my final thought.
My goat KD go lose for me in the playoffs, and I'm gonna invite y'all to my cupcake party. I need y'all to join that.
Watch Sacramento. Watch Sacramento. Yeah. My final thoughts. Watch Sacramento knock somebody out. Watch.
Yeah,
it's gonna be the Suns.
It might be the Suns for real.
They're gonna upset somebody.
They're gonna upset somebody. Somebody gonna pay the price.
Mikey, you got some final thoughts?
The Warriors will not make the conference finals.
Spicy, but I like
Steph gonna come back. They won't.
Spicy. They like it. All right. Well, anyway, thank you guys, everybody, for coming. Will, you crazy? Swear you crazy, Michael. All y'all crazy, but I appreciate y'all coming. Let's start respecting Caruso and start respecting Pat Bev and Harden.
Hell, Caruso.
Anyways, y'all have a good night. I appreciate y'all coming through. Thank you.
Oh, yeah.